Hello, guys, welcome to Epic Universe. Today, we're looking at 10 major changes Netflix made in Avatar Season 2 compared to the original cartoon. Some of these changes were praised by fans, others sparked a lot of debate across the community. From Aang using healing to the completely different spirit library. We're counting down the 10 biggest changes Netflix made and how they compare to the original animated series. Let's get started. Number 1, Aang masters the Avatar state without Guru Pathak. The biggest change in Season 2 is how Aang unlocks the Avatar state. In the original cartoon, Aang travels to the Eastern Air Temple to train with Guru Pathak. The Guru teaches him to open all 7 chakras so he can fully control the Avatar state. But before Aang finishes his training, he leaves to save Katara. Because of that decision, he never completes the training. Moments later, Azula strikes him with lightning before he can master the Avatar state. The Netflix adaptation changes all of that. Guru Pathak is completely removed from the story. Aang never goes through the chakra training. Instead, he unlocks and controls the Avatar state during his fight with Azula. Some fans liked the change. They felt it made the final battle more exciting and kept the story moving. Others disagreed. They argued that removing Guru Pathak also removed one of Aang's biggest lessons. In the cartoon, mastering the Avatar state took patience, sacrifice, and spiritual growth. In the live action, that entire journey is skipped. That's why many fans consider this the biggest change Netflix made in Season 2. Number 2, Ba Sing Se falls in a different way. Another major change is the fall of Ba Sing Se. In the original cartoon, Azula secretly manipulates Long Fong and the Dai Li before taking control of the city from within. It is a slow political takeover. The Netflix adaptation makes the fall much more direct. Azula launches a larger assault while still manipulating the Dai Li, leading to a faster and more action-focused takeover of the city. Some fans liked the bigger scale. They felt it made the finale feel more cinematic and raised the stakes. Others preferred the original. They believed the slower political takeover showed how dangerous Azula really was because she conquered the city through manipulation instead of pure force. The outcome stays the same, but the path to Ba Sing Se's downfall is very different. Number 3, the Painted Lady appears much earlier. One of the biggest surprises in Season 2 is the Painted Lady. In the original cartoon, the Painted Lady doesn't appear until Book 3. Katara disguises herself as the spirit to secretly help a Fire Nation village. It's one of her biggest character moments. The Netflix adaptation moves that storyline into Season 2. Instead of waiting until Book 3, the Painted Lady is introduced much earlier and is woven into the Earth Kingdom storyline. Some fans enjoyed seeing the spirit introduced sooner. They felt it expanded the world's mythology and gave Katara another important moment. Others disagreed. They argued that moving the Painted Lady into Book 2 weakens the impact of the original episode and changes Katara's character development. For many viewers, it was one of the season's most unexpected changes. Number 4, Jet's death was completely changed. Another major change is Jet's death. In the original cartoon, Jet is fatally wounded by Long Fong during the battle beneath Lake Laogai. His fate is left intentionally ambiguous. The show never directly confirms whether he dies. In the Netflix adaptation, there is no mystery. Jet dies inside Wan Shi Tong's library while helping Team Avatar escape. Some fans liked the change. They felt it gave Jet a clear ending and a more emotional sacrifice. Others preferred the original. They believed the uncertainty surrounding his fate became one of the most memorable moments in the cartoon. Moving his death to the library also completely changes how his final moments play out. Number 5, Toph's metal bending was completely changed. Another major change is how Toph discovers metal bending. In the original cartoon, Toph is captured by Xian Fu and Master Yu. They lock her inside a metal cage, believing no earthbender can escape. While trapped, Toph senses tiny pieces of earth inside the metal. That's when she invents metal bending for the very first time and breaks herself free. The Netflix adaptation takes a different approach. Instead of being kidnapped by the 2 bounty hunters, Toph is betrayed by her own mother. Her mother secretly drugs her tea. After Toph passes out, she's locked inside a metal cage and taken home. While trapped, Toph finally realizes her parents will never accept who she truly is. That emotional moment pushes her to discover metal bending.
I invented metal bending!
She bends the metal cage apart and escapes on her own. Some fans loved this change. They felt tying metal bending to her relationship with her mother made the moment more emotional and personal. Others preferred the original. They believed discovering metal bending while outsmarting her captors felt more cinematic and made the reveal even more iconic. Either way, both versions end with the same result. Toph changes the world forever by becoming the very first metal bender. Number 6. The Spirit Library was completely changed. One of the biggest changes in Season 2 is Wan Shirton's library. In the original cartoon, the library is buried beneath the Si Wang Desert. Team Avatar travels across the desert to find it. While Aang, Katara, and Sokka search inside, Toph stays outside with Appa because she can't read the books. As the library begins sinking into the sand, Toph uses all of her strength to hold it up. At the same time, the Sandbenders capture Appa. Because Toph is standing on loose sand and struggling to keep the library from sinking, she can't stop them. The Netflix adaptation changes that entire sequence. Instead of being hidden beneath the desert, Wan Shirton's library is moved to Ba Sing Se and is connected to the spirit world. Aang has to use his spiritual abilities to bring everyone inside, making the journey completely different. This also changed Appa's capture. Since the library is no longer buried in the desert, some fans questioned why Toph couldn't stop the people taking Appa.
Away from him!
Unlike the original, she wasn't trapped in the middle of shifting sand. That led many viewers to argue she should have had a much better chance of protecting him, while others felt she was still occupied trying to keep the library accessible for the group. It's a small location change on paper, but it completely changes one of the most emotional moments in Book 2. Number 7. Avatar Yangchen explains the Avatar state. Another major change involves Avatar Yangchen. In the original cartoon, it is Avatar Roku who warns Aang about dying in the Avatar state. Roku explains that if the Avatar is killed while in that state, the reincarnation cycle will end forever. In the Netflix adaptation, that warning comes from Avatar Yangchen instead. She is the one who tells Aang about the danger of dying in the Avatar state.
When you're in the Avatar state, if you die in that state, the cycle will cease.
Some fans welcomed the change. They like seeing Yangchen play a larger role and offer Aang guidance. Others preferred the original. They felt that conversation belonged to Roku because he had already built a strong connection with Aang throughout the story. It doesn't change the rule itself. The warning stays the same. Only the Avatar delivering it is different. Number 8. Kyoshi reveals the Day of Black Sun. In the original cartoon, Team Avatar discovers the Day of Black Sun while exploring Wan Shirton's library. Sokka is the one who realizes that a solar eclipse will leave firebenders powerless. In the Netflix adaptation, that moment plays out differently. Instead of figuring it out on their own, Toph encounters Avatar Kyoshi. Kyoshi is the one who points Toph toward the truth about the Day of Black Sun.
During a solar eclipse, or as they call it, the Day of Black Sun, they lose their bending entirely,
leading the group to the discovery. Some fans liked this change. They felt it gave Kyoshi a bigger role and strengthened her connection with the new generation. Others weren't convinced. They argued that it took away one of Sokka's smartest moments from the original cartoon. For many fans, that scene wasn't just about discovering the eclipse. It was also about showing that Sokka could save the world without bending. Changing who delivers that information became one of the season's most talked about differences. Number 9. Aang gets hit from the front instead of the back. One of the biggest changes happens during the final battle with Azula. In the original cartoon, Aang enters the Avatar state after unlocking his final chakra. Just as he's about to unleash his full power, Azula shoots him with lightning from behind. The attack catches him completely off guard and ends the Avatar state instantly. In the Netflix adaptation, that moment plays out differently. Instead of striking Aang from behind, Azula attacks him from the front during the battle. Some fans didn't mind the change. They felt it made the fight more direct and cinematic. But others preferred the original. They argued that being struck from behind made the moment more shocking. It showed that even at his strongest, Aang could still be caught off guard. Changing the angle of the attack may seem small, but for longtime fans, it completely changed how that scene felt. Number 10. Aang uses healing. One of the first major changes happens during the Serpent's Pass. In the original cartoon, Aang never uses healing. Healing is introduced as Katara's special ability after she learns it from the Northern Water Tribe. But in the Netflix adaptation, Aang briefly uses healing to help the giant sea serpent after the battle.
He flow through you.
This surprised a lot of fans because healing has always been closely connected to Katara's character. Some viewers liked the change. They argued that as the Avatar, Aang should eventually be capable of learning every advanced bending technique, including healing. Others disagreed. They felt giving Aang healing this early takes away from one of Katara's defining abilities and makes her role feel a little less unique. It's a small change, but it's one that immediately got fans talking. And that's our countdown of the 10 biggest changes Netflix made in Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2. Which change did you like the most, and which one do you think should have stayed the same? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this comparison, don't forget to like, subscribe to Epic Universe, and I'll see you in the next one.